Welcome into Chicago Bears Now. I am Harrison Graham. Round 6 of the NFL Draft is in the books, and the Bears made not one, not two, but 3 picks in this round. And, folks, I like all of them. Let's talk about it here on this show. Khalil Herbert, the first pick at number 217 overall. Ryan Pace traded down from 208 with, I believe, the Seattle Seahawks. It is Seattle. We'll talk about the trade details in a moment. But first, Herbert, a running back out of Virginia Tech, but don't view him that way. 5'8", 210 pounds, a little undersized. His comp on NFL.com was Mike Davis, if you remember him. He can kind of catch the ball out of the backfield. He can run it a little bit. Here's where I think his value will be, and I'll actually talk about that in a second. Let's just show you the trade details first. They move down, get 217, pick up a 7th in the process, which I'm fine with because Chicago did not have a 7th-round pick. So move down 9 slots, pick up a 7th. I'm cool with that at the end of the day. Here's where I think Khalil Herbert is going to make an impact on this team and where I think the reason they drafted him here in round 6 is. Khalil Herbert averaged 27 yards per kick return this past year. Cordero Patterson's not on this football team anymore. That's one of the premier kick returners in the NFL. As you guys know, he is now with Atlanta. That's where Khalil Herbert, I believe, will have his biggest impact in the kick return game. Now, another fun fact for Herbert, 1,798 yards, I believe, all-purpose in Division I last year at Virginia Tech. That was 3rd in college football. Very, very impressive. And yes, he can run the football as well. Well, I'll be curious to see if he gets any legitimate type of carries this year, because remember, Damian Williams got signed as well, the former Chiefs running back who opted out in 2020, but almost 1,200 yards, 8 touchdowns. He's got some burst, had a 76-yarder as well. Khalil Herbert is a good all-purpose, I'll call him offensive weapon, because you can dump the ball down to him. He can run it a little bit. He's a great return man. I don't know if he would give you punt return value, but for sure kick return value. In round 6, guys, once again, a great pick by Ryan Pace. I'll just give you a hint now. Ryan Pace has not made a bad pick in this NFL draft, and I would say he hasn't even made an average one. He has been outstanding. Grade the pick of Khalil Herbert here at number 217 overall. A, B, C, D, or F. B plus, A minus. Good pick. He's going to be your kick returner most likely. And maybe Matt Nagy finds a way to utilize him in this offense. And more competition at running back behind David Montgomery, that's never a bad thing. What's a great thing are Justin Fields jerseys. We've been telling you guys these are flying off the shelves because this is the most popular jersey sale, we're being told, out of all of the rookies. And we've got some available. Chatsports.com/Fields1. Nike authentic jerseys. We've seen the colors flash across. We have the orange ones, the white ones, the navy ones, all different sizes available. There's some youth jerseys also. So if you want to get your kids some jerseys, the youth ones are cheaper as well. Chatsports.com/Fields1. That link will be in the comments. It'll be in the description. Pick up a Justin Fields jersey right now. Next pick here in round 6 for Chicago, Dazz Newsome, and this is one of my favorite picks of the draft, the wide receiver out of North Carolina. Tom Downey had a pretty decent grade on him here in round 6, and this is a Matt Nagy pick here, I think. 5'10", 190, a little bit undersized. He's definitely a slot type of player in the NFL. What does that mean for Anthony Miller? We'll see. I don't know if drafting a guy in round 6 necessarily means they'll move on from Anthony Miller, but this is a fun pick. Really fun pick. 4.38 in the 40. He runs really well. Jet sweep guy. You can use him on quick slants, drags. Maybe he's got some punt return value. And what I like about him, this isn't just like he's fast, maybe you can utilize him in some way. He was productive in college as well. Dazz Newsome in 2019 had over 1,000 yards receiving. This year had almost 800. So put together 2 back-to-back seasons of high-level production in North Carolina's offense, which had a lot of weapons. So it's not like he was the clear number 1 option there. They also had Diami Brown and 2 really good running backs over there. So he had to earn his opportunities. This year, 54 grabs, 684, and 6 touchdowns. You see the burst, a 75-yarder as well. I am a huge fan of this pick. I tweeted this out. Matt Nagy's going to have fun with Dazz Newsome. We'll see what his role ends up being. We'll see if maybe he can compete to be the starting slot receiver as a rookie. I'm not sure. But with all the buzz and drama and, reports, I'll put in kind of air quotes, coming out around Anthony Miller, we'll see. What do you guys think? Should the Bears get rid of Anthony Miller? Type Y for yes, type N for no. And basically what I mean there, should they cut or trade him? Like, either way, do you want to move on from Anthony Miller? Final year of his rookie contract. Give me a Y for yes. You can also give me an N for no. Subscribe to Chicago Bears Now, because the way it works here at the Chat Sports, which Bears Now is one of our many Chat Sports channels, is the more subscribers we get, the more videos and resources we can dedicate to those channels. We're growing really fast right now. The talk in the office has been around Chicago after this draft. So if we continue to shoot up like Dogecoin, we're going to get more subs and more videos for you guys on this channel. YouTube.com/Bears Now. Bears Now to the moon, baby. Join the movement right now. One more pick here in round 3 for Chicago. Thomas Graham Jr. Gosh, I love this draft by Ryan Pace. Great last name, pretty decent prospect as well. We talked about him, I believe, on one of my mock drafts. I can't remember. I did so many of them. But opted out in 2020, which probably hurt his stock here. But in 2019 had 2 picks. 2018 had 3 picks. 2017 had 3 picks. 8 interceptions in 3 seasons at Oregon. 5'10", 192. I think he's got enough length there to play outside corner. Maybe he's one of those versatile backup DB types that can play outside or slot when given the opportunity. Now, before the draft, we said cornerback is a need. I'm not saying Thomas Graham solves those issues, but he's at least a depth piece here. He's got some good ball skills. He's a decent athlete. I like this pick here by Ryan Pace at the end of round 6. The value he has found in this draft has been very, very impressive. Tom Downey had a 4th-round grade on him, and you get him toward the end of round 6. That is awesome for the Chicago Bears. I like Thomas Graham. I think he could have been a day 2 pick had he come back this year and played for the Ducks and played well. He opted out, like I said. Pac-12 had a funky year, so I'm not going to knock him down for that. But he comes in. He'll have a chance to compete with the Oregon Ducks. Like I mentioned, a couple of interceptions this past season. Guys like Kendall Vilder, Duke Shelley, even Desmond Trufant. Artie Burns. There's going to be competition at the cornerback position, and you can put Thomas Graham squarely into that competition. So what is the best pick here in round 6? Because if you can't tell, I like them all. Type 1 for Khalil Herbert, type 2 for Dazz Newsome, type 3 for Thomas Graham Jr. I'll type my 2 for Dazz Newsome. I think it's a Nagy pick all the way. Going to be fun. Maybe Herbert has the biggest impact as the kick returner on this team, but I'm fired up about all 3 of these picks and, quite frankly, the entire draft. 1 for Herbert, 2 for Newsome, or you can type 3 for Thomas Graham Jr. Quick recap of the draft, and stay tuned for our Bears draft grades here on the channel, youtube.com/Bears Now. We'll film that once the draft is over officially, and we will push that out. Justin Fields, home run. Tevin Jenkins, home run. Larry Borum, upside pick at tackle, maybe guard. I think he gives you some boost to that depth on your offensive line. And then the guys we just talked about, Khalil Herbert, Dazz Newsome, a couple of fun offensive, potentially special teams type of gadget players as well. And then Thomas Graham Jr., the cornerback out of Oregon. And remember, now they have a 7th-round pick at number 250 that they got from trading down with Seattle. I'm fired up. Who knows who they get with their final pick. I don't care if they draft a long snapper at this point, as a couple of those guys have come off the board. All I know, Ryan Pace, I think you've won the NFL draft. We'll expand on these thoughts on our grades video. Make sure you're following me on Twitter at HGramNFL, keeping you guys updated over there as well. And we'll see you for Bears draft grades really, really soon, so stay tuned.